All right, so we're going to continue with the test review, common assessment number 2. We're on number 8 now. Darlene needs to determine the number of 3/4 pound servings and 6 3/4 pounds of grapes. She calculates that there are 9 servings. Is Darlene's calculations correct? Why or why not? So what we're trying to do is figure out which one of these answers right here, all of these right here, are correct, and they're like which is the right method. So if we're talking about number of 3/4 pound servings and 6 3/4 pounds of grapes, well, we're just gonna divide. So we're gonna take 6. I'm actually gonna borrow these numbers because I don't want to make these fractions. So we're gonna take 6 3/4. Oh, it didn't work. Divided by 3/4. Now, if you look at that first answer that I just borrowed these numbers from, she had to set up right. We just have to figure out, does it actually equal 9? Because this one says it equals 12, this one says it equals 9. So we know it's going to be one of these two, A or D. Now, how do we do this? We have 6 3/4 divided by 3/4. We can't do a mixed number and divide that way, so we need to turn this into an improper fraction. So if you guys remember, we do, and what I like to do is actually keep my numerator the same already. We know it's going to be something over 4, right? So what's 6 times 4? That's going to equal 24. And then plus the numerator. So what's 24 plus 3? All my mathematicians out there should have said 27. So we have 27 over 4 divided by 3/4, right? Divided by 3/4, to say the same. Now we're going to do what we were talking about before with KCF. Keep, change, flip. So we're going to keep this first fraction. We're going to change our sign to multiplication. I'll put it back over here. And I'm going to flip 3/4. So instead of having 3/4, it's going to be 4. Let me get rid of this guy. 4 over 3, right? Okay. And then we just multiply across. It's easy peasy, right? What's 27 times 4? I don't want to do that. We can cross multiply and simplify even further. So let's get rid of these numbers. Can 4s go into each other? Absolutely, right? 4 divided by 4 equals 1. And 4 divided by 4 equals 1. So let's make these numbers smaller. Right, these turn into 1. Can we cross multiply these? 3 goes into 27 how many times? Can 27 be divided by 3? Sure. 27 divided by 3 equals 9. And 3 divided by 3 equals 1. I'm just cross multiplying, right? If I could take 3 away from here and 3 away from here, or divide 3, this becomes 1, this becomes 9. 4 divided by 4 equals 1. 4 divided by 4 equals 1. Now you can just go across. What's 9 times 1? This is going to be super easy now, right? 9 times 1 equals 9. 1 times 1 equals 1. And we know that if this simplifies further, any number over 1 is just that number. So this is going to equal 9. So which one of our answers is right? Well, it's the one originally. Let me see if I can actually pull it back up. There it is. The one originally that says 6 3/4 divided by 3/4 equals 9, because that is our answer. So Darlene, you're a genius. All right, number 9 is super easy. All we have to do is divide 57,504 divided by 1,000. If you remember the rule from 5th grade, all you have to do is move the decimal over however many zeros you have. So if we have 57,504 and I have 3 zeros, how many numbers am I moving over? Just going to move right here, 3 numbers. It's easy peasy, right? I'll show you guys again right here. So there's 3 zeros, 2, 3. Ooh, that looks bad. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. And put your decimal right there. All right, number 10. On a horizontal number line, negative 37 is located to the right of negative 52. Enter the inequality that represents this statement. A lot of people are getting confused because it says inequality. So it's like a scary word. All inequality means is our little guy that either eats this number or that number. So it's easy peasy, right? Which one are we going to... We're comparing negative 37 and negative 52. These guys are talking kind of loud now. And figure out which one would Chompy rather eat. Which one would this little alligator-looking mouth thing rather eat? I'd rather eat the bigger number, right? So our bigger number is negative 37 is greater than 52 or negative 52.
Fight me!
That's our answer. Alright, number 11 says 2/5 of a watermelon is divided equally among 5 bowls. What fraction of the original watermelon is in each bowl? So we have 2/5, right? These are the numbers it's giving us. Let me circle them for you. 2/5 of a watermelon is divided equally among 5 bowls. So those are our numbers. You have to figure out, well, 5 bowls, or 2/5 is being divided by 5 bowls. So we're just going to do this. 2/5 divided by 5, right? We're just going right back to keep, change, flip. So 5, this becomes over 1, right? That's how we turn this into a fraction, a whole number. And then we just have to figure it out. Now we're going to keep, change, flip. I feel like I'm saying this every question so far. So we'll keep 2/5. We're going to change division to multiplication. And we're going to flip this. Multiply across, what do we get? Nice, easy answer for us. 2 times 1 equals 2. 5 times 5 equals 25. And that's our fraction. Alright, number 12 says enter the least common multiple of 12 and 18. So LCM, how are we going to figure that out? You can have, this is one way, you have 2 lists, right? And you can do just skip count. So we have 12, and then 24, and then 36, right? I'm just adding 12 every time. 36 plus 12 equals 48. 48 plus 12 equals 60. Alright, I'll do that in my head, but you guys can do it otherwise. So I have 18. Next one will be 36. And I don't need to keep going because I have my least common multiple is already here. Right? This is the smallest number that's in both those numbers. That's what we're looking for. Another way of doing it is, it's actually the way I prefer. It's called like the little layer method. So you put both numbers in here. We have 12 and 18. And then what number can divide into both those numbers? Let's just say, those of you that don't like math facts very much, 2. So 12 divided by 2 equals 6. 18 divided by 2 equals 9. Can I keep going? I sure can. So I'm going to make another layer. What number goes into both those numbers? Our next layer. Let's say 3, right? I can take 3 away from 6 and that equals 2. 9 divided by 3 equals 3. Can't go any further. So then all we have to do is multiply these numbers. What's 2 times 3 times 2 times 3? And that's going to equal, let's see here, 2 times 3 equals 6. And 2 times 3 equals 6. So 6 times 6 equals 36, which was the same answer we got on the other one, right? So that is our answer. Our LCM equals 36. All right.